and welcome once again to another episode of Open Talk. In today's episode, our guests are the talented Bahraini artists Marianas and Sima Baqi, who are participating in the Art Bahrain Across Borders, Bahrain's premier international art fair, which is under the patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, wife of His Majesty the King of Bahrain and the President of the Supreme Council for Women. And it's taking place in the Bahrain International Exhibition and Convention Center from 15th till the 18th of March. Our first guest is Marianas. Welcome to our program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mariam, if I may ask you, since when have you been an artist?
I have started when I was a teenager, painting on porcelain.
Okay.
But then I stopped when I went to university, and I started again early 2000s when my father was diagnosed with cancer, Allah rahmah. And I did it just for the therapeutic reasons, nothing else. But no one knew about me. No one knew that I was painting.
But you had it since you loved painting since you were a child.
I loved it, but I didn't study it, yes.
Okay. But you have the passion, basically.
Yes.
So can you tell me, being a participant in the arts, Bob, yeah, how does it feel being a part of this?
It's actually a beautiful opportunity, and because Bahraini artists, actually Art Bob are the ones who found me.
Okay.
They actually knocked the door to my house and convinced me to participate in their program. I feel Art Bob opened doors for many Bahraini artists to be able to exhibit their artwork in a beautiful setting and venue and platform in Bahrain and outside Bahrain. Without Art Bob, it would have been very difficult to enter the market because you have very few galleries in Bahrain, and it's very difficult to access them if you're not a senior artist that's been doing this for a few years. So I believe it's a beautiful opportunity.
So how does it feel having international artists collaborating with you guys and being in Bahrain?
See, that's what's nice about Art Bob. Not only are you allowed to exhibit your artwork, but you're also exhibiting alongside very famous, talented artists from all over the world in a very prestigious venue. So you get to meet a lot of people, you get to learn from them, and you get a lot of opportunities to display your arts outside Bahrain as well.
So could you tell me, how did you find the preparation, the whole process of preparing yourself for such kind of an exhibition?
Actually, it's enjoyable because it's in March every year, so you prepare early. And because this is the third year, so you know what people are looking for, the color schemes that they love. So you learn as you go along, but it becomes easier as the years play out.
So have you participated in other kinds of exhibitions?
I only participated with Art Bob in Bahrain and outside Bahrain. And the only other time I exhibited was in the annual fine arts in the museum.
Okay.
Those are my only two places that I exhibited. But now I am also, because of Art Bob, I am also now exhibiting in a gallery in London.
Nice.
And I have clients, from all over the Gulf, so who call me and give me commissioned work. So they give me certain sizes, or sometimes they take paintings that I've already have, and I work with interior designers in Bahrain.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So. Knowing that art has been out there in Bahrain, and there are a lot of artists, and we can see a lot of young artists in Bahrain. How can we promote this art? And I know Art Bob is promoting that, but how can we promote it in a higher?
I think because of the annual fine arts in Bahrain, and because of Art Bob, and art in general is just picking up in Bahrain quite a lot. And you see a lot of students now, the younger generations, are actually studying art, Whereas in my days, you weren't allowed to study. I wasn't allowed to study art. It was not an option.
Okay.
But now you see, in times has changed. A lot of people are going towards that route. So with Art Bob and the museum and the efforts that are being the efforts that are done by the museum and the Ministry of Culture, I think art is growing big. I think it's the future, really.
It should be. It's beautiful. It's beauty, basically.
It's beautiful, yes.
If I may ask you, what kind of art do you? What kind of paintings do you do?
I do abstract art.
Okay.
Just because I wouldn't, not because I don't appreciate portrait art or landscape. I love art in general, but I prefer abstract because I would rather not put someone's face in my house.
Okay.
So I prefer abstract, and usually I am very pastel-y in colors, if I could call that. Very light colors. I'd rather use those colors than strong, bright, striking colors, yeah.
So you're all into abstract.
Abstract and very light tones, but what I love about what I do is I like thick, textured paint.
Okay.
So I don't like flat paintings. Usually they're very textured and heavy.
Nice.
So you see them, embossed a little bit.
Beautiful, beautiful. So tell me about having this exhibition. Does it add value to your art, or does it make people see your artwork?
I think yes, definitely, because first of all, you're displaying your art in a professional setting with the lighting, proper lighting, with the clean white walls. So that definitely adds, because when you see a painting without lighting, it's completely different than with, for example. It also it adds value to me because I get a bigger market to view my art. A lot of people who have met me in last year's Art Bob are still clients of mine. So it opens doors, and then you take it forward. But it definitely gets you to meet a lot of people, a lot of clients. Yes, definitely it adds to me.
So that's excellent. Can you tell me, what would you like? Let's say, what would you like to tell the youth out there, the younger generation that might be as passionate as you were when you were a teenager?
Well, I would tell them what I told my daughter.
Okay.
When my daughter is in her first year of university.
Okay.
And she's in an art school.
Nice.
And when she was deciding what major to major, and she was thinking, what everyone tells her is you have to make money. But what I told her is, don't think about money. You have to think of what you're going to love and what makes you wake up every morning loving doing what you do. And the money is going to come along somehow.
Exactly.
If you love what you do, then the money comes along. But don't study just for the sake of making money, because that's miserable, really.
It is. So you have to be passionate about what you're learning, because it does. You'll be more creative in what you're doing.
Definitely, because if you enjoy it, you would be more creative. So I would tell them, study what you love.
Any last words that you would like to tell everyone out there?
I would just say that I love art because, not only because of its creative skill that you use, the imaginary and the creation, but I love art because it's a freedom of expression without the use of words. I'm not good with words.
Okay.
So, and at the same time, you don't have to tell the whole story when you're painting, and it's art is equality and power of emotions.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Mariam, for being with us. It was a great pleasure having you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. now we have with us our second guest, Sima Baqi. Welcome to our show, Sima.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sima, to start with, can you tell me when did you start becoming an artist?
Well, actually, I always had that since childhood. And for the past 10 years, I started, painting, and I had lots of classes here and there, locally and internationally. And from there, I took my step.
So tell me about Art Bob, being a participant in Art Bob.
Yeah, well, it started last year when I applied for Art Bob, and they accepted me at the last Art Bob fair, which is it was around this time, and I exhibited 3 paintings, and luckily got sold. And from there, I went internationally to Delhi and Mumbai, and the last one it was London at Saatchi Art.
So how does it feel as an artist exhibiting your artwork internationally?
Well, it's a thrill for each every artist, to exhibit, outside of Bahrain or even in Bahrain, But of course, it is better, when you are out, because collector, they know you, you will start getting introduced to collectors or different galleries, yeah, it's a good step.
And how do you find that the fact that we have the Art Bob in Bahrain, having Bahrain, having your country participating in such kind of a thing as an artist?
Well, every time I go to Dubai in art fair, I always used to say, why we don't have such a thing. And now we have it, and I feel like, art is being shifted to a major, to a different level, to a better level, to be honest, to a great level, actually.
It's an amazing level, the fact that we have been seeing a lot of artists in Bahrain, and a lot of talented artists, actually.
Definitely,
yes.
Definitely. You have no idea, from even, old, even young.
Exactly.
The young artists, they are amazing.
So, Sima, can you tell me how do you find being a participant? I'm sure you have the fact that you are participating in this. It has the preparation. How hard was it? Hard, or was it easy to prepare for this?
Actually, there is nothing is easy. It's just painting or art, but it's a therapy. I cannot say it's like any other work. It's different. You always you can have your music, you are doing, but when you have a project, of course it's hard.
Of course, yeah. So tell me more about your artwork.
Well, I do contemporary Sufis.
Okay.
I'm very much into Sufis. I'm not a Sufi myself, but I like the ideology behind that, the concept of the Sufism.
And what was, for you as a person, what was your favorite art piece?
The one I did just now, which is now exhibited at the Art Bob, it's going to be on 14th. I did actually 70 by 180 by 70, which they are very long. Those are my, I think they are my pieces.
And how many pieces have you done for the exhibition?
For the exhibition this time, I did almost 9.
9 pieces.
9 pieces, yes.
Wow. And how long did it take for you to prepare these paintings?
Well, it takes a really long time. It takes a long time, yes.
So, Sima, can you tell me, you mentioned earlier about having a lot of talented artists.
Yes.
We have seen a lot of youth that are artists.
Yeah.
How can you, as an artist, inspire the other youth that love art, but they aren't out there and they don't want to show their art case?
Yes. Actually, if they come to you, of course, if they come to you, you always can lead them. Actually, I have a couple of good friends. They are artists, but they are not practicing very well. And when they come to me, I always, lead them what to do. This is the way. Again, it has to be in you. It has to be. You have to do it.
It's a passion.
It's a passion. If you follow it, it will happen.
And have you ever participated in other exhibitions, or this is the
Oh
only
well,
exhibition?
I've been actually before Art Bob. I've been even, I've been to London, Lebanon, Greece,
Nice.
name it. I've
So
been
you
to
have
lots of
you have been
places.
like
Yes,
really going into
yes, yes. I've been doing lots of workshops and exhibiting around the world. Yes, yeah.
So going back to Art Bob, how does it add value to you as an artist?
Well, actually, it shifted me. It shifted me internationally more. And the way, I mean, they've been also pampering us. It was really nice. But we sold most of the artists actually that they took them. They sold. I sold in Saatchi Art. I sold in Delhi. In Mumbai. We've been selling. So it's really helping that even the other collector to know us.
So that's nice. It's nice that you have been going internationally and you're selling your art.
Oh yes.
Basically, it's making the Bahraini artists
famous.
Exactly,
yes,
and
famous.
And that's
the right
amazing.
word for it. Yeah.
So, would you like to say any last words to everyone out there?
Well, yes. The first thank is to Sheikha Sibika, that she really given us this good opportunity, and to Sheikha Maram, and Kanika. I have to thank them very much. They really helped us a lot. So yes, big thank to all of them, and Tamkeen, please.
Once again, our guests today were the Bahraini artists Sima Baqi and Marianas, who are participating in the Art Bahrain Across Borders, Bahrain's premier international art fair that is taking place in the Bahrain International Exhibition and Convention Center from the 15th to the 18th of March. Don't forget to visit the exhibition. Thank you for watching Open Talk. Have a good evening.